LunchBox с Владом Spekтором и Гарри Коренбергом. Как школьный ланч. Никогда не знаешь, что внутри, но всегда прикольно.
Друзья, это мы, это LunchBox, радио USA, нью-йоркская студия. Всем здрасте, Гарри Коленберг, Влад Spektor. У нас в гостях сегодня сенатор Сэм Саттон, представляющий 22-й дистрикт. Туда входят районы Бора-Парк, Мидвуд, Мэдисон, Хомкрест, Грэвисенд, Гэрритсон-Бич, Шипсет-Бэй и Марин-Парк. Интересный факт, что это первый сефардский еврей, который представляет нас в Сенате. Да, это важно. Вот. Интересный факт, то, что мы хотим сейчас спросить, да, что на президентских выборах последних, которые были в этом же дистрикте, 22-м, там Трамп победил уверенно почти 80%. Mm-hmm. При этом уже на следующий год, когда были выборы, да, когда были выборы в Сенат, и сенатор Саттон выиграл примерно с такими же цифрами, с таким же отрывом. Это много чего говорит, это очень важный месседж для нас, именно в том плане, что люди, видимо, голосуют за какие-то, да, не по партийной линии, а за конкретную личность, видимо, да, что по каким-то идейным соображениям.
When to summarize that essay, he was talking about
of course.
We were talking about the elections of the previous years, where current president won with 80% rate, and the next election for the Senate, Senator Sutton won approximately the same numbers, and that means that people are voting not party-wise, but they're voting for a person. And also, he mentioned that Mr. Sutton is the first Sephardic Jew who's representing us in the Senate.
Thank you. So, yeah, I often get a question, Sam, we are very conservative people. You are very conservative. You share a lot of our values. Why did you run as a Democrat? But the answer is easy. Well, the truth is, like you said, 80% of our community district, my district, SD22, voted for Trump. 81% voted for Lee Zeldin. So why would you run as a Democrat? And the answer is very simple. In New York State, 23 of the top 24 officials are Democrats. The Senate is overwhelmingly Democrat, one seat short of a supermajority. The Assembly has been a supermajority for decades. If you want to get something done, you have to be a Democrat. You have to run as a Democrat. And the party, when the party asked me to run, I said, I'm really too conservative for you. I have the values of my district. I've been living here since I was born. So he said, no, we want to be a big tent. We want people like you to participate and affect us. Right now, the buffer zone bill would, of course, never have happened if I wasn't running as a Democrat. So, if you want to get your voice heard, if you want to be part of the system, you run as a Democrat and you fight for your values. You need a seat at the table. Otherwise, you're going to be the lunch.
Безусловно, в этом абсолютно есть, да, абсолютная логика, потому что, да, так сложилось, что если ты хочешь что-то принести хорошее в свои районы, да, будучи демократом, это сделать намного легче, намного.
He's just confirming whatever you said about the being a Democrat and being able to have a seat at the table, and
you can do much more for the community, for the district.
The main thing, in my opinion, is that there's somebody. Thank you, first of all, for being somebody that actually wants to do something. Thank you for that, because we've seen a lot.
В этом году очень интенсивный избирательный сезон. Мы выбираем много и разные позиции. В частности, выборы будут также и у перевыборы, да, в данном случае у сенатора Саттона. Мы желаем удачи однозначно, и я уверен, что наши слушатели проголосуют за него. Но также ваш chief of staff Джой в этом году избирается. Он является кандидатом в ассамблею штата, да, от 45-го округа, и мне представляется, что это будет очень, поскольку вы уже работаете какое-то время вместе, да, вы одно целое, очень важно иметь партнера в ассамблее, да, и это будет намного лучше для района, да, то есть как будет какая-то такая связка будет работать лучше для наших избирателей.
This season is very intense. I'm trying to pick something very important out of this. This season is going to be very intense. intensive for the re-elections and elections, and Senator Sutton will be up for re-election, and also Joey's running for Assembly from District 45. It is very important to have partners in Assembly and the Senate to actually do something. Basically, I'm trying to summarize.
Absolutely. Senator, you want to take that first?
Well, the way it works in Albany is very strange. If you want to pass a bill, let's talk about the Senate. If you want to have, and the Assembly is the same. So you need 32 votes because there are 63 senators, so 32 is a majority. If you have 31 Democratic votes and 22 Republican votes, it will not pass.
Wow.
Even though you have 53 of the 63 votes, they will not pass a bill unless you have a majority of Democrats. So the reality is the Republicans have no voice whatsoever. And by the way, when the Republicans in control of the Senate before 2018, they did the same thing. Now
That's how this works.
That's how it works. So the Assembly is even more so. If you don't have a Democrat like Joey representing you, you have no representation whatsoever. Nothing.
Ну да, безусловно, в этом есть опять же логика, почему и мы желаем удачи и Джои, да, Сабану, и Сэму Саттону на выборах. У нас много вопросов. У вас немножко будут разные районы, потому что Assembly District это одно, а Senate District это другое, но проблемы примерно одинаковые. Главные проблемы, которые существуют для русскоязычных американцев, да, это, конечно, public safety, это вопросы с мусором, это вопросы, они одинаковые, наверное, не отличаются от других любых американцев, проживающих в дистрикте.
There are different districts, but the problems will be the same for the communities. And you said public safety. I have to translate in Russian over here. Public safety, garbage, and being able to walk the streets and raise your children, I guess.
И вопрос, сам вопрос, что мы можем сделать, что мы можем, вы на своем уровне, Ассамблея и Сенат, что мы можем сделать, чтобы на улице стало безопасней?
On our level, we understand your chores and responsibilities, so to say, but what we can do, we as citizens on the street, what we can do to help you guys to achieve...
I think it's important for as many of us to be involved. Right? It's an honor. It really is an honor to work for Sam Sutton because he's an awesome senator, and we get a lot of things done in Albany, and things happen every single day. We hear about the big issues. We hear about buffer zone. We hear about legislation that everyone talks about, but the things that happen every day, the small things that affect our lives, the senator introduced legislation when he first got elected, within the first 2 weeks, that prevented the Department of Sanitation to issue tickets for religious households on Friday evening on Shabbat. So think about that. So now religious families who were putting out their garbage in the winter before 6 p.m. were getting ticketed.
Oh, wow.
Senator Sutton's in the Senate for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And he introduces legislation and gets it passed.
Wow.
That's what leadership means. That's what it means to have a seat at the table. When you need something...
Спасибо, сразу говорим спасибо. Да.
When you need something, I could tell you another story. The senator might hit me for it, but I have seen the senator want to get things done and need to speak to the leader and go directly to the leader and speak to her right away, not wait till tomorrow. You know, right? We don't have to leave for tomorrow something that we can get done today. And I've seen the senator say, we need to get this done now, stand outside the leader's office and get it done on behalf of the community. So it's important to be able to have these things accomplished, and it's even more important to have a partner in the assembly because these districts overlap and our issues are the same. And so if we have to introduce legislation and Senator Sutton introduces it in the Senate and you have a partner in the assembly that automatically introduces the same legislation, you're going into two houses with equal legislation that could benefit the community. You skip 100 steps and you're already at the front door.
Wow.
That's how important this is.
Wow, this is the first time I hear you just shot me with the tickets. I was thinking about it for so many years that people, how can you ticket somebody if it's Shabbat? How can you do this? This is on the big scale of things. It's a small thing. Thank you, Senator.
Thank you, Senator.
Joe forgets to mention other issues. We just met the CEO of the 61st precinct, And what's the problem? Stolen cars. That very week, we got him extra overtime so
Thank
that
you
he
for
could
that.
hire more police. And we donated a auxiliary van for him because they were short of that. So when you have people with the right party, you could get things done.
Thank you, спасибо большое, безусловно, потому что мы знаем, какие проблемы у полиции, шортидж состава, все, и тут были проблемы с тем же дополнительным временем, да, для полицейских. Спасибо большое за что вы сделали. У нас есть вопросы, они разные, есть шуточные, есть серьезные. Давайте начнем с шуточного.
We have different questions. Some of them are, as this guy is a jokester. There are some couple.
That's not for me. That's a guy.
That's a guy over there around the corner.
Let's go. Let's do it, guys.
All right. Some of the jokes, some of the very serious questions. Go ahead.
Если задавать с простого вопроса, сенатор и Джой, двоих сразу задаем. Самый вопрос такой простой. Что легче, выиграть выборы или найти парковку в Южном Бруклине?
What is easier, win the elections or find a parking in South Brooklyn?
Everybody knows the answer to that.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
We wanna hear from you. А у нас проблемы. Почему такие вопросы? У нас проблемы однозначно в последнее время с трафиком. Он стал очень интенсивный в наших районах. И с парковкой также. Особенно во время, когда надо молиться, да, имеется в виду синагоги или мечети. Блокируются улицы. Что можно делать? Есть выход какой-то с этого положения?
Is there any solution to humongous traffic that we are actually experiencing lately? A lot of traffic, and the streets are being blocked, and you can't pass that. Actually, tomorrow I live next to the mosque, right next to it. So I'm trying to think how I'm going to get out of my house to go to work, because they have, they're going to have whatever services they have, and they're going to be double and triple parked on the street in a small portion of Bath Avenue, actually. So is there a solution that could be found about the parking and traffic?
So I want to combine those two questions, and it's important to note. Again, this comes down to why it's so important to have an effective person with a seat at the table. Some of you may have heard about the mayor's brilliant idea to remove non-paid parking around the city. I mean, how ridiculous! How ridiculous! So again, it comes down to
times we already talked about
nonsense.
every show.
It's absurd to even think about that. So again, it comes down to we need to have effective leadership, somebody that can go up and do what is necessary to protect the interests of the community. And we're going to have these issues come up and arise from time to time. One of them now is traffic. One of them now is this ridiculous proposal. But having the right person at the helm in Albany fighting back on behalf of the community is how we fix these issues, and it's how we make sure that our community is well served.
Because it really seems like as a regular person per se, it really seems that for years nothing is being done. Nothing is being done about these simple things that it just seems that there's nobody looking.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have effective leadership now.
And everywhere but the South Brooklyn that he mentioned, everywhere you could probably be. I work at Caesars Bay, there's 5,000 parking spots, but that's just about it. That's just about that. That's
and
it.
now
There's
Tesla's
no more
taking
territory.
up half of them, right?
Yeah, forget about it. You come back at 2:00 in the morning, you see the line of circles, especially when it's cold.
So in the previous administration, they passed something called City of Yes. They wanted to get more construction. So part of that proposal was to not require new apartment houses to have any parking. So we fought that.
Oh, wow.
We fought that, and we got a cutout for South Brooklyn to keep the old rules. I mean, they don't understand what it's like to live here.
Also, I do have a question, actually. I always that's very rare. I'm just a translator. Anyway, and I do have a question. When I see an empty space for like a yard, or you can building, condo, whatever it is that people build these days, why there are no buildings that can be brought up as parking garages like in the city? I mean, wouldn't that be an idea?
Worse than that, there was one on Kings Highway, and they changed it to a Target. They took
I remember
400 spots, and they made another store which we need like a hole in the head.
Well, one of the things that the senator is now working on as well is increasing the amount of housing, and again, the problem is effective leadership that can walk up to the right people and get things done. And we haven't had that. And I think a lot of the policies that you're seeing now is a lack of that effective leadership. But we see the change in Albany when the senator walks up to his colleagues and proposes an idea that they may not have thought about themselves.
They live in suburbs.
But then they hear it and they realize it and they say, well, you know what, that actually could work. And so, but that again comes back to what we talked about before: effective leadership, getting things done.
100%. Вопрос, который следующий мы хотим задать, он серьезный. Он максимально серьезный.
Next question is very serious.
Он касается нас всех. Абсолютно. Как снизить градус нетерпимости друг к другу, да, вот в Бруклине, в частности, в наших районах, мы понимаем, о чем мы говорим, да, вот как сделать так, что мы вернулись к тому, что мы, в первую очередь, американцы, мы, в первую очередь, бруклинчане, Brooklyn people, чтобы как-то жить в мире.
How do we reduce a hate crime in our areas? Because we'd like to, once again, I came here in 89 and I remember everybody was a friend. Everybody was very friendly on the streets. Doesn't matter if you speak with an accent, whatever accent it is. Vlad's question is about how can we reduce a level of hate crime on the religious and nationality or country of origin basis and could become a friendly space again.
Well, the truth of the matter is, this is an extremely difficult problem. And after they painted swastikas on a local yeshiva, we brought the governor down, and she put in another $20 million for security for religious institutions. We also have the right person in the city council. Julie Menon is the speaker. And the first thing she did was establish a new commission within the city council to fight anti-Semitism, headed up by our own city council person, Ina Vernikov, one of our own. So little steps like that will make a difference, slowly but surely. The problem is horrific, but thank God the leaders understand that. Almost all the leaders understand it and are on our side. It's a step-by-step fight.
Мы видели очень хороший пример, опять же, на прошлой неделе в Олбани, когда сенатор представлял новый законопроект, что приезжали люди абсолютно разных конфессий, и все выступают за этот проект. И это очень важно. Это было, мне кажется, очень такой символичный, очень сильный сигнал обществу, что мы должны жить в мире и согласии.
We saw it last time when the senator proposed this law to be
The new bill,
and that people of all different races, colors, and religions would come see and support this bill.
Это очень важно, это было очень важно.
Very important.
Да. Вопрос следующий, это даже не вопрос, это такой, да, это будет вопрос мистеру Сабану. Что мистер Сабан ранается в этом году, избирается от 45-го округа. Насколько мистер Сабан знает о проблемах, да, и именно конкретно 45-го округа?
The question is to Mr. Saban. How much do you know the problems of the district that you're running for?
I was born and raised in this district. I lived here my entire life. I played in the my kids play in the playground that I played in when I was a kid.
Wow.
I literally grew up on the same block in Gravesend my whole life. So the way to answer this question is to say you can't call them issues. Because they're not. They're personal. Because when you are part of this community for your entire life, it becomes more than just an issue. So I more than know about the problems that face our communities. They run in my blood. They're a part of who I am. And I am ready to get elected to solve these issues and to represent the best interests of our community. And the truth is, we're already doing that in the Senate with Senator Sutton.
Это очень важно, да, это то, что я говорил. That's very important because you already guys work together, so that's
partnership.
The partnership. So that's mean a lot, and that should be much easier to understand each other, and that's mean a lot. The Senate and Albany. И у нас есть депутат, хоть и она республиканка, да, Инна Верников, но мне кажется, это будет у вас очень похожие взгляды, да, на многие проблемы, и вам, мне кажется, будет работать легко.
You already have a tandem with Inna Vernikov, although she is a Republican, but I think you do share your
She
views.
represents this neighborhood,
Yes.
so
That you already share the views on how things should be, and I think it will be a great tandem to see in the very near future, and we really love for things to be done in the neighborhoods there.
And again, one thing we need to reiterate: partisan politics are applicable on the national level, but on the state and local level, you need to vote for people who have a track record of getting things done. If people have been getting taxpayer dollars for the last number of years and they've failed to provide for the community, you need to send them home. That, I think, is the message that people have to understand.
For sure.
спасибо большое, но на самом деле это очень важно, и это очень здорово, что вы сегодня нашли время и пришли. У вас есть уникальная сейчас возможность обратиться к прямым избирателям, которые говорят на русском языке, которые нас слушают, да, нашим радиослушателям. У вас есть такая возможность конкретно к ним, к ним обратиться прямо сейчас. Вас и видят, и слышат.
Summarizing.
Okay.
You have an opportunity right now to speak straight to the voters that are going to come out and vote for you guys. What would you like to say to them?
Well, again, we both from this community. We go to Coney Island in the summer. We walk the boardwalk. We have coffee on the boardwalk. We understand the place. The people are our people, and we will be their voice. We will stand up for our issues: crime, safety, sanitation. We are here. We work with the locals. We have the same views as they do. We are going to get things done for you.
Спасибо большое, это важно. Мистер Сабан, от вас тоже это важно
The
слышать.
senator said it perfectly, but no, yeah. To reiterate, we are a part of the community. The community is in our blood. We've got a track record of delivering for the community, and on a personal level, it's an honor to serve as the senator's chief of staff, and even a bigger honor to be running together with the senator, because all that I learned from Sam, and being able to do this together is really an incredible treat.
Ну и еще один вопрос, опять же, шуточный, мы должны заканчивать шуточными вопросами, у нас они есть, нам их присылают. Если вот была бы команда Сената и Олбани, то за кого бы вы играли? Мэтс или Янкис, Нетс или Никс?
Еще раз повторяю вопрос.
За кого бы вы играли?
Oh, this one's going to get us in trouble.
I
understood even before he translated it.
Are we near the end of the interview?
Yeah.
So the next time you'll ask me about my trip to Russia in 1973.
Да,
you have to do
это-
it again.
Absolutely,
у
we
нас
have to do it
еще будет
again.
маленький сегмент, мы об этом поговорим, мы еще не прощаемся, мы еще
But,
поговорим.
we're not saying goodbye. We do have another segment. We're just nearing the commercial break. So if the teams from Senate and Albany, who would you play? Knicks and Nets, Yankees and Mets?
That's our
That's the most difficult question you can ask the Brooklynites.
That's fine, but that's most important.
Okay, so I can tell you, unfortunately, I was born to a National League family when the Dodgers were still here.
There you go.
And I'm a Met fan. God, please, Rahmanis. We need Rahmanis.
Thank you.
I've been a fan of the Nets back when they were still in New Jersey.
Wow.
And when I was in, I think, elementary school.
Wow.
I remember the good days of Jason Kidd and Kerry Kittles
Yeah, I
and
remember
Richard
that,
Jefferson, and so I'm a Net fan at heart, and I hope that one day we're going to see the light.
Hopefully. Мы идем на перерыв, возвращаемся и еще поговорим немножко с сенатором